Welcome, everyone. Today we've got Francis and Alex from the Valco Group. The Valco Group is made up of specialist finance brokers. They help individuals and businesses gain access to lending on cars, trucks, equipment. They also provide business lending and lines of credit. Between the team, there is more than 25 years of experience across a multitude of different market segments, including specialist commercial, consumer, adverse credit, and private lending. They are focused on relationships and high service levels while utilising tech and software to streamline their internal operations. Francis is the founder of Valco. He has a background in car sales, finance broking, and new business development. He has always placed a high value on customer service and holding a broad understanding on every level of lending. Alex, as co-director, brings deep commercial industry experience and a strategic focus on providing unique and specialty lending for small and medium businesses.
It's a pretty serious intro, mate. Yeah. It's nice to be here. Thank you. Thanks for the warm welcome.
Well, so that's it? Is that everything?
I think that's everything, mate. We can probably give it a wrap there. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, great. Excellent. So tell us more. Where are you guys based?
We are based in Kew in Melbourne. So we're about 20 minutes east of the city. We're on opposite ends of the city residentially. So yeah, we've got a little office here. It's worked quite well for us so far.
Brilliant. And what's in scope of services? So you've got clients all around Australia. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we deal with people from all around the country for finance for cars and equipment and trucks and all sorts of asset and equipment finance. So not necessarily just people in Melbourne, but we have a lot of people up in Queensland, a lot of clients up in Queensland. Mm-hmm. We get up there a few times a year as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, all over Australia, our client book.
Right. Okay. And let's talk about the scope of service. So you're a finance broker. You don't do home loans, right?
Essentially, yeah. We probably stop at home loans. We do second mortgages, which we do a fair bit of. Currently I'm working on a deal that's going to eventuate to be, it started as a business loan or a term loan and has eventuated into getting a second position on his house. That's purely for the purpose of securing a lower rate and just getting him a higher lend limit. But yeah, ultimately it's cars, it's trucks, it's commercial equipment, machinery, personal loans, boats, marine. It's sort of anything with a serial number and even a lot of things that don't have one. We can secure lending against.
Okay.
So if you're happy to live in a car, a boat, or a caravan, then
technically we do houses.
Technically,
well, in Australia at the moment, that is what it's like. Hey, there's so much of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild. Okay, and the business side of the lending, what's the scope there?
So a lot of small and medium enterprise, essentially. We don't do a great deal of big business, but we'll do anything from, a $10,000 line of credit to keep someone going through to the next payroll to $1 million cranes to cars, trucks, vans, yellow goods.
Agricultural.
Yeah, agricultural. We service a lot of agricultural, actually.
Trucks.
So yeah, there's a lot of trucks though, a lot of transport, a lot of civil, mining contracts. So yeah, we do, the business is sort of segmented essentially. In one side of it's doing consumer lending, a lot of new and used cars, and the other side's doing a lot of commercial lending on trucks and equipment.
Yep. Understood. That's brilliant. How we first got in touch was with someone who was struggling with some adverse credit history. So let's talk a little bit about that and how, because some guys do get in trouble and then they're trying to get themselves back on track with their business. What's your experience there, guys?
Yeah, I think the first thing to note on that side of things is the reason why, bad credit exists and the reason why we have these things in, credit files and limited term, defaults, et cetera, it's because life happens and shit happens in life. So, situations happen where it's either, relationship breakdown, something can happen in the family. It could be medical. It could be, a business issue, but things happen and you can end up with, something on the credit report or something on the company file that you don't want there or makes it harder for you. But we have always been, service plus strategy. in a way that, if you come to us and you've got a couple of issues, we'll just figure out what they are. And, there's never just a straight up, nah, can't do anything. There's, at a minimum, we can put a plan behind it and help you get back on track.
I think as well, yeah, like between the two of us, we've dealt with probably just about any lender you could think of, and just about any kind of lending scenario you could think of, whether it come from severe business defaults down to, payday lending defaults for, an unemployed single mother, and so it just means that, like you said, I had someone yesterday actually that she'd just been sent straight to the shittest of shittest lenders, and I had a look at the file and I'm just like, I think you are, yeah, all right, you've got some unpaid defaults and this has happened, but we can get you with a better lender. And it's just, I think, about giving a little bit of respect to people in that state. Just like, just because some shit's happened in your life doesn't mean you're a dropkick, and you are eligible for better lending and, should be offered that.
On that point, just like while we're here, I heard a conversation that you had with that person yesterday and they were obviously dealing with another broker beforehand. And it sounded like the other broker says, and I know this is common, they say something along the lines of, if we can get you approved, then we'll worry about what the rate and the payment is.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're just not like that. We'd rather be like, well, this is the circumstance. If we're to get you through, this is what it would be. Let's see if that's affordable first before we start, going and doing all the work and then surprising you with a shitty deal later on.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, ultimately it makes up just one part of the business. I think it's just that we have that awareness and understanding of adverse credit, as well as the prime credit stuff that we're taking to ANZ, CBA, NAB, Westpac, for $2 million pieces of agricultural equipment. We were reading through 3-4 years of financials and projections and business plans, as well as the adverse credit stuff for individuals. So,
yeah, brilliant. That's brilliant. I really like that approach, and that's one of the reasons why you guys are now esteemed panelist members of the Fireside Business Advice. So, welcome to the team, guys.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Nice to be here.
Can we dig into that a little bit more? Give us an example of your ideal agricultural client or something like that.
Yeah, I think probably primary production, like mid-level. I think when they are at large scale primary production, they've got direct relationships to the banks that have security over their property and all of their goods. And, it's unlikely you can offer that person a better deal when they've got farms worth $50 million and above. But I think we're doing a lot where, we've got production values, up $5 to $10 million a year. We're doing harvesters, everything from ATVs to utes to harvesters, to lines of credit, where they've got seasonal income, they've got commitments that are on monthly basis. And so we're setting up, $500,000 line of credit so that you can service everything, pay your wages. And then once your harvest is done, you can obviously finalize those commitments in the facilities. But yeah, we do a lot of that, probably more in the transport space. A lot of growing fleets of trucks. So starting clients from their first, 12 to 14 pallet curtain side, just doing like metro deliveries right up to, tipper trucks doing civil contracts and EBA work and that sort of thing.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. I know we have a lot of members who fall into that subcategory. I mean, every business needs equipment. Well, not every business, but there's so many businesses throughout Australia and amongst our members who require equipment or various types of equipment.
Or fit outs. So, there's a lot of fit out financing getting done now. A lot of people starting cafes, restaurants, a bookstore even, there's all sorts of things where maybe you just need 25 grand to do it. Maybe it's 250 grand to do it. But there's lending available for it now. And it's probably cheaper than a lot of people think, I think, in that space, providing you find the right person to set it up. It's very easy just to go online and go straight to a lender that's going to charge you 50% interest rates because they'll have it done in 3 hours. But if you speak to brokers like Francis and I that have done it and work with these lenders, we know you've got the right asset base. Yeah, you locked out for a little bit there, man. Yeah, you went a little bit robotic. You're back. Yeah.
No, that's great. Well, thanks so much, guys. thanks for sharing a bit about what you do here with us today. And look, we'll have this available on the Fireside site. And there's also the Valco Group site. Is that the best way to get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, I would just say probably just through our website, which is vgfs.com.au. There'll be a link to it within the group. We've got a couple of basic calculators online, but if you just get in touch with us through there or give us a ring, we'll help anyone out. Just make sure you tell us you came through Fireside so you can get the red carpet on top of the red carpet. And
Yeah. Absolutely. No, but there's solid deals for anyone that's in the Fireside community. So we're here to sort of give just transparent deals, transparent service, and just make sure we're contributing back to this community.
add some value.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, that's great, guys. Great chatting, and we'll talk again soon. Thanks.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate your time. Cheers, mate.